Hey everybody, so today I'm going to teach you how I make a Helm Circle. I am Christy with Christy E Creations and a chainmail artist, along with a mixed media artist. I have 3 rings I'm going to be working with. 2 are one size and 2 different colors, and 1 is a smaller size. I'm going to be showing you how to add a ribbon to make it a more of an embellishment you can add onto it, and I'll talk how you can do it for other things as well. I'm working off a silicone mat. I also have my pliers here. Please note I am left-handed, so this may affect you. So first I'm going to close all of my black rings, which since I'm doing a 4-fold, I guess, helm, so I only have 8 of the black rings to close. So when you get a jump ring, they normally are slightly open. All you need to do is twist back and forth to get them to close. The less you open and close a jump ring, the better off you are. And if you're new to chainmail, something you'll learn pretty quickly is it's all about opening and closing jump rings. Yes, you're making different patterns, but you will be needing the foundation of opening and closing jump rings pretty early on. So I'm watching to make sure my camera does not try to auto zoom on me, so I'm being very careful here. We'll see. I have all these closed. I'm going to take 2 of my small rings right this second and capture 4 of the black big rings. And I'm going to do that one more time, where I'm opening and closing a small ring and capturing the 4 big rings. So I'm opening, literally putting the 4 big rings through and closing. Now I'm going to separate this where I have 2 on one side and 2 on the other. I'm going to add another 2 black rings to one of the sides using 2 of the small rings again. That means just more opening and closing of rings. Depending on your material, it will depend on how careful you need to be with your pliers and so forth. I'm working with aluminum, so I have a little bit less grip than if you were working with stainless steel, but more grip than if you were working with copper. All right. At this point, instead of adding the next row of black rings, we are actually going to use the other color big rings, which is mine are silver here. I am going to open it about that size of gap if you can. You just estimate. All right, so here's the fun part. So we're going to go in between the middle rings. We're going to go in between the 2 big black rings, come out the other side of them. But where we're capturing the silver rings that are small in the middle. Then we're going to flip one of the edges rings over the opening of our big silver ring, and then we're going to let them fall on each side, then close. That is how this is how I personally sandwich my middle ring for a Helm Circle. And I'll do that one more time for y'all. We are opening. We are going through the middle rings, going out the middle rings where the silver rings are still towards the opening area. We're going to grab that 1 black ring on top. We're going to rotate it through the silver opening to where they hang down and close. So now we have the start of a chain of helm. I'm going to add 1 more thing of black rings before I make it into the circle. So by doing that, I'm taking 2 small rings, going on one of the ends of what I've already worked on, grabbing those 2 black rings, picking up and adding the other 2 black rings, and closing. I'll be adding the ring again, another ring again, I'm sorry, with a small, so you have the 2. And go ahead and close again. And this one is the easy part, where we're just going to follow the same pattern as last time on adding the jump ring of the other color, where you go through the one that's in the inner, not the outer, and come out, then rotate again, just like that, and then close. Now we have a chain formed. Now what I will do is I'll push to make it into a shape of 4 black rings. So there's 2 top, 2 bottom. And I'm going to put the 2 smaller rings I have here, connecting that together to make the circle. Then I will add the last big ring in. We're going to open. I'm picking it up like I just laid it, best of my ability. Basically each end, so we're capturing together, but making sure they flow where they will lay flat, like that. Okay. So this one, you're actually going to see me only using my plier to open, but not close. So I'm going to open, put the plier down. I'm rotating it to hold a little bit different in my grip. You'll have to figure out how to hold it for you, not me. I'm going to go in one of the sides, come out into the middle of the helm, go back through the other rings that I'll have any connected to connect together. Then I'm going to rotate. Now I have my gap right there. I'm going to hold with one plier. Here's the option. You can grab a plier, but if you're used to having a strength to do this, I will just pinch hard and get it closed that way. That is forming a Helm Circle. Now you can add a ring to make it into a pendant, charm. You can add a lobster clasp or so forth. But I'm taking 8-inch ribbon. I'm going to fold it into half. I'm going to run the half. I think I'm going to do it through the 2 black ones this time instead of the silver. And I'm going to push open where I have a little opening there. I'm going to take the 2 tails through the opening, pull, and close it. And now you can add this to so many other options, like maybe a junk journal or so forth. I want to thank y'all for joining me for making the Helm Circle. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I hope to see you in one of my other tutorials. Bye, everybody.